All right, we are coming back
Also,
after a
if you
lunch
could
break here
kind
at
of police
Endless
the area and
Archery,
throw your
the
garbage in
3D
the
Open Buckle
trash cans
Shoot.
would be greatly appreciated.
We will be live streaming starting soon.
So welcome back. We just took a quick lunch break, so we're going to start the second half of the 3D open buckle shoot in Nampa, Idaho at Endless Archery. We are just wrapping up the last practice in, so if they ate their lunch in time, they left the range open so that people could shoot a little bit. The distances are known for this indoor 3D shoot, so there's no surprise on having to guess what distance it is.
That's right.
The target that we have focused in on right now for the next one is a money dot. That one's at the max range. I think it's somewhere around 53, 55 yards, and it's got about a 1.5-inch money dot. That orange dot in the middle is, if it gets hit, the person is in the running for being able to winner take all on who donated to that. So all the archers that shoot that dot on that target are put on a list, and then at the end they shoot off for the total amount of that purse. That's on top of the 70% payout. So those are typically sponsored targets.
Green label, 500
Yeah, I talked with Carl earlier, and he said that actually a lot of the targets today are not donated by any sponsor, but were donated by anonymous donors.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, just people who want to, help out the shoot, but don't need any recognition necessarily. So we are just about to get underway here. I am Megan, and this is
Joe?
And we are Archery Northwest, coming to you here from Endless Archery in Nampa, Idaho. We've got probably about 2 hours left of live shooting
maybe
today.
a little less than that. So we're gonna try to film the end of this, and then tomorrow the same kickoff time. So a 9 a.m. start. We'll probably go live about 9:15. So what happens is the overall ag is what's going to win this. So they'll take their scores from today. Tomorrow they'll shoot. They'll continue to add to that, and then go from there.
Excellent. So first target coming up. Not sure which lane is shooting there.
Yeah, I don't see anyone in lane 10.
Yeah.
So we may have picked a target no one's shooting at right now. But it'll be ready for the next one. So we've already got it set up and the camera's downrange. So I don't think you're going to see any arrows impact this money dot on 10 right now because no one's shooting in that lane.
Copy that. Well, maybe what we can do is go down and maybe get some interviews with the camera, since that money dot is not being.
Yep, there's a group of youth over on the left on target 6, so I'll scoot over and catch them as they come off the line and see where they're from. It looks like they're all part of the Phoenix Rising shoot as well. Talk to them, see where they're from. A lot of them looks like they shoot for the S3DA for the Elite Phoenix shooters, which are part of Endless Archery.
And just a quick update it's not an official S3DA team. It's just their youth team. So right now, Endless does not have very often just refer to that. So,
All right. Did everybody shoot? Did you shoot also?
No, he's gonna
Oh,
shoot.
you go ahead and shoot. We're just watching. The world, that is.
The world's watching.
The world of YouTube. No pressure now. So are you dad?
Of this one.
Okay, gotcha. So,
And we're teaching a new shooter.
okay, so you got a
First-time
new shooter. I know you've been shooting. You shoot at Nampa Bow Chief some, right?
I've done a couple, yeah.
Yep.
I'm over there next week for a shoot.
And you shot at the Bow Hunter Classic that they put on, didn't you?
No, I unfortunately,
Oh no, we were out of
yeah.
time.
Okay, gotcha.
Unfortunately, I was out of town. I really wanted to do it. So.
All right. So hold up right here then. So you're a new shooter, and then Colton and Haley. So you both shoot for the Elite Phoenix shooters out of Endless Archery, right?
That's correct.
So where are you guys from?
I'm from Caldwell.
And how long have you been shooting now?
I've shot recurve for about 3 years, and I've been shooting compound for about 4 weeks now.
Oh, nice. And then Haley, how about you?
I'm from Boise, and I've been shooting a total of about 11 months. But I started with a right-handed hunting bow, and then a few months later switched to a left-handed target bow, and have been shooting that for about 5 months.
Gotcha. Did you find out you were left eye dominant?
I knew I was left-eye dominant when I bought the right-handed bow, but I didn't feel right shooting left-handed, so we went with right-handed at the time.
Sure. And it's hard and awkward if you're right-handed and you need to shoot left-handed.
Yeah.
But you're definitely at an age that it probably feels pretty normal to you now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And then Dad, how about you? How long you been shooting? Dad of Haley.
11 months currently. I took 15 years off after I tore up a shoulder. So
Gotcha.
I shot about 10 or 15 years before that. So.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, good luck. And how many more targets you got left?
14.
Well, this was 15, so we got 14 after this.
14? Okay, so, all right, perfect. So
Halfway through.
Got it. All right, and then hopefully, and these scores will roll over for tomorrow, and then you'll just keep adding to that score, right?
Yes.
Correct.
All right, perfect. All right, have fun, guys.
Thank you.
all right, so that was fun to get to see a couple of the shooters, and how awesome again that there are new young shooters getting into the sport and enjoying this fun format of shooting. So Haley and Colton, fantastic. So, so we are waiting here to see the next group that comes up and shoots at the Bison here. And
Clear on the left.
all right, so we are doing some repositioning of camera angles, trying to get a new look, some new archers. looks like we just happened to be repositioned on the same group of archers that we left off with right before lunch. These are some good shooters, and we're going to zoom in hopefully, and looks like they should be potentially shooting down at the bison there. So zoom in, get a good look there. And then come on back and see those who are shooting. The goal here is to not have our equipment impeding with anyone's shot view, and or to avoid the cameras getting shot. So that's our goal. So we want to see some good footage, but try to avoid the equipment getting shot. So
definitely. So we have to kind of stand in multiple lanes after we put the camera where we think we can get a good view, so that we can tell it's not going to be interfering with somebody's
any shot, because it's not just target 10, it's not just what's in front of. We gotta again look at that little elk that's sitting in front of the tripod there and make sure that someone isn't shooting on target 7 gonna shoot through our tripod. So here we go. We should have the shooter up to the line, and let's see.
Ooh, just above the dot, 1 o'clock.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a solid 11. He didn't hit the money dot, but that's okay because his score isn't, it's the highest possible score you could shoot on that. All right, and he's shooting, I don't recall what his name is, but I know he's shooting bow hunter freestyle. The others are shooting the outlaw version.
Okay.
And so they have mover sights, so they can dial it in specifically and use the pin to aim.
But this gentleman is going to be maybe gap shooting or
stacking
pins. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I haven't asked, and I don't know if that's the case, is there a shot clock
No.
in a tournament like this?
This particular one is not. Since it's a novelty shoot, whoever's putting the shoot on can do whatever they want, as far as write the rules, have a shot clock, have a timer, have a certain amount not to shoot. So, and I'm not what all the rules are. I think it's follow the division, and then the rules. I don't think there's a significant amount of letdowns. Sure on this.
So I saw that bow hunter style. He shot and just shot a little bit high and left. So 10 o'clock. That 10 points, or
I think it just is on the edge of the 10 ring, so I can't quite tell. Oh, and his just went right underneath it. So they're both close to there. The larger ring there is the invert. So that's just if the middle gets shot up enough, instead of having to replace the whole animal, whole center, home out, and put it.
all right, so now it's just a waiting game for them, those three on that and shooting. And as we look across the shooting line, it looks like there's a few archers left to shoot on this line. We will go and do a couple of repositioning of cameras so that we can get some more shooters into our field of view, and possibly do some more interviews, because although we like to see me on the live stream, I'm just kidding, we're really here to watch the shooters and to see the amazing shots that these Endless Archery and the youth team at home or at work, and you are watching this live. Feel free to give some comments. Chat, let us know if there's somebody you would love for us to bring on. See what we can come up with. So people are seeming as if they are got some energy after having lunch and ready to kick off and finish strong here on this last half. So as you can see, we've got just a couple shooters still on the line. Now, oftentimes you're going to see, and people that are shooting on your same target, will spot for you. At these distances, it isn't so essential that happens, and when it's a one arrow shoot, there's not a lot that you can change after that shot target. It's more just if it was to go, real cattywampus or some crazy thing. But when it's beneficial really to have, a spotter is if it's a safari style shoot where you're going to get to have two shots at the same target. Spotting that first arrow and where it lands helps because you can make an adjustment if needed for the second arrow. So they are walking down range now to score that bison, buffalo. I'm telling you, I failed my animal lessons. It's quite embarrassing. So looks like Joe repositioning some targets here. And we'll come back to me so you don't get motion sickness watching those targets reposition. So again, we are here at Endless Archery in Nampa, Idaho. We are Archery Northwest, and our goal is to go to various archery shops, archery clubs, and shoots throughout the Pacific Northwest and capture those for the archery community to see. There are so many great individuals, great shooters in the Pacific Northwest that we want to focus and just help them to get the play time that they deserve. So we're grateful for Carl here at Endless Archery for letting us set up and jump on with this 3D buckle shoot that he is putting on. And that we also shoot in the future. Over there is trying to have people guess his favorite color. His favorite color is tacos. I don't know. It might be an inside joke. I just might not be with it. So, sure. So we are here back. Here is Carl back after lunch. Well, that was a busy lunch break, wasn't it?
That was a very busy lunch break. I'm glad we got through it without any hiccups.
It was nice to have, fresh barbecue, heat up some burgers, have some hot dogs. You can tell the shooters are feeling energized to finish up the second half of the day. It's one of those that, if you can see here, one, I believe this is target one, and so this is one of those shots where they are shooting pretty much across the entire range almost, right?
Yeah.
Diagonally.
Yeah.
And so that gives that distance and just kind of an interesting angle
Yeah,
to
it
be
does.
trying to approach the.
Well, and then we put the tree back behind it too, because it actually breaks up kind of the to see the shape.
Does.
So,
So there's
hold on unless
that
you're
was
really
shot. So that first shot, just I wanted to point at it with my finger, but I couldn't. But it looks like it's just about 12:30, maybe a half inch out of the dot.
Yeah, half. Great shot.
So let's see if we can see who.
So the gal that's getting ready to shoot, her name's Alicia Hall. She's an absolutely fantastic shooter. One of our participants in our senior women's division.
Awesome.
She's been shooting all over state, and she's been to I believe Reading and in Vegas too. So she's a fantastic shooter.
Yeah, I have the opportunity to shoot league nights with her. Times over at Nampa. I met her last year, so it looks like she just hit up there at a 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Still maybe a solid 10.
Yeah, she's gonna be pretty close, right there at the edge of the 10. Looks like possibly the edge of the 10 ring.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's a relatively newer shooter.
She is.
And her and her husband have just really dug into this archery thing.
They
right?
have. They've really taken off with it, and they've been in and they've actually gone through our shooting courses that we have here at the shop. We've had the opportunity to work a lot of one-on-one with them and stuff. So they're amazing people, and they full force with it.
Now that young man just drilled that much.
Close. He may have hit that one unless he's just off at 3 o'clock. Looks like he may have caught that right edge.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like hit the paper, maybe not through the ring. Is there a ring down there, Carl?
Nope, there's
or
not
it's
a
just,
ring.
Okay,
So
it's
with-
just the paper.
Yep, just the paper that's a sticker that's up there. So the way we're doing our money dots is you don't have to be all the way in the dot. You just have to be touching it or bring the outside line on it. Yep.
Awesome. Well, I can tell you. Let's see. This young lady. That's right. I met her at the Northwest Mountain
Yes.
Challenge last year at Tamarack.
Looks like she may have been just low left. Inches out.
Okay. Arrows in that target. Looks like that target looks like they're done shooting for now. Fantastic. Carl's pretty famous here. He's got kid after kid after kid. They're shooting and, the fun that they're having.
My favorite times of the week are when we have our youth team in and our youth kids in on Mondays and Thursdays. We have them come in at 6 o'clock, and we'll have kids till 9 o'clock at night here shooting and working with stuff. So we have a lot of fun with the kids.
That's great. And I tell you, something that we have always loved, and I just think value. It's like any sport, right? Motivation for these kids to get to come to do their archery, and it can really help motivate kids to stay either chores at whatever the case may be. It's something that's going to drive to be just better.
Absolutely. And when you make it enjoyable for them, I mean, they want to come back time after time after time. Being able to have them in when we parents say, hey, they won't quit bugging us when we get to go to the range. That's always a good feeling too, because the kids like to be here.
Yeah,
so.
That's great.
Clear on the left.
All right, so we are going. They're going to go down and I think we're going to have Joe live down there. At least interview them as
All right. So, that we were filming, so I'm going to say hi to everyone. And then I think that money got hit. So, all right. A great show. No, you guys know what you're doing. I'm just talking everybody through it that's watching.
Okay, this is on target number 1. John?
John with 10.
Alicia?
Alicia with 10, line cutter.
Woohoo! Worth?
Work with 10.
Woo!
Tried to wish it into that 11, couldn't wish it in there.
And Beth.
And Beth with an ocho.
Looks like, Carl, that
That's it. All clear.
All right, and you guys, where's everybody from? Tell everybody we're live on the YouTube right now. So
We're from
It's
Meridian.
amazing you know, how those dots
Nampa
just
and Boise. All right, so we appreciate you guys all being here and
Appreciate you.
that. Just a little bit past halfway,
Yes.
and it's going pretty smooth and pretty quick. People per target, so that's pretty nice. And then John, I know we shoot together over at
Yes,
Nampa
sir.
Bow Chiefs all the time too, which isn't far from here. So, have you been going to any of the?
We have. As a matter of fact, probably shouldn't have. Got home kind of late, a little tired this morning, but we have been outdoor 3D.
And that's a 3D league as well.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Boo.
all right. Sorry for the brief interruption there. You know, the internet is an interesting thing, Carl. And
definitely is.
when
That's for
you
sure.
when you're filming things on YouTube, everyone should get their rights to the wonderful music that they've created. But even if you don't intentionally have music in the background, sometimes it can you and off in hopes that we didn't get flagged. So was that brief intermission there, and Carmela, she says, I love to see my grandson shoot and be interviewed. Cody, so I imagine we will be able to somewhere along the way here. So let's go back and see who, if anyone, doesn't look like anyone's on target 1 right now. Looks like there's a little break in target. So again, no one will be shooting this target at this point. So any insights you want to add, or you think the archery community should know?
Gosh, I think the archery community here in the state of Idaho, has a very strong with being a large hunting state and that kind of stuff, and just seeing the more of the clubs and community is going to be, and for archery all around. So it's always interesting when you get multiple businesses doing the same thing, trying to get to collaborate, because you never know what's going to happen. But it's something that we want to strive to work on and work more closely with a lot of the people around the area.
Yeah, that's outstanding, and I think I know in our neck of the Pacific Northwest, that's been a huge and probably one of the most valuable things for us to work together with the other archery shops and archery clubs, and just have a relationship,
Right.
and recognize that we're all here to just promote the sport of archery.
Yeah,
be-
absolutely. I mean, you can definitely things happen on a much better scale, bigger scale. The more minds you got going on things, the better off you can usually be at times.
That is for sure. So looks like one of our cameras just went down.
There you go.
When you're live and you got cords going everywhere. I wish we could.
Clear on the right. Score.
just kidding. We're gonna go to the dinosaur.
Yep.
That's just one of your dinosaurs, isn't it?
That's one. Yeah, we've got three on the course right now. We've got a Stegosaurus for the kids, and then we've got the Hornbill and the Raptor out on the adult course.
I like it.
Yeah, we get comments from people like, we didn't know we could hunt dinosaurs in Idaho.
For sure.
Doesn't look like too bad of a shot on the...
No, let's go see. Yeah. So it's interesting, and a lot of people would look and they think, oh, that's high in that black line, but really the angle of the arrow, right? The shaft is actually on the left side of that line. Is that
Yep.
you're seeing, Carl?
Yeah, it looks like it was just out of the 10 ring. So, what, 8?
Yeah, so that's one of those. Oh, and that looks.
Yep.
Yep.
Looks like it caught low in the 10 on that one. The 11 ring is on that front black stripe.
Now, what's so is you can't get fletching at all on that arrow. It almost looks like he's shooting a bear.
It's they like to do like an all black where they're shooting, so they don't have an aiming point, I guess.
That's part of the 3D game, huh?
Yep.
All right. Let's go back. Another great shot. 3 of
Yeah, that one looks like it looks like another really solid 10. It's the 11 ring.
I don't know if it's Mr. Ford shooting.
Yep.
Not shooting.
It's like we
Fantastic.
shooting. They're a lot of fun to work with, and
Yeah. And it helps to remind you of how fun it.
absolutely, because you can have fun, and then as a
Yeah. It's like have to remind ourselves if we were pros, we'd be on the pro tour.
Right.
Otherwise, we should just enjoy the opportunity to shoot.
absolutely.
All right, so it looks like another one snuck in there, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like another good 10 on that one, just a little low. It's amazing at that distance.
Well, and I mean, the reality is, Carl, I think one of the cool things about 3D archery is that it helps allow people to know really what their limit team. Right?
Yep.
So, some people may think, it's totally ethical shooting
Right.
where, they're out to 200-300 yards, whatever the
Yes.
case. And so they think that it should just maybe be a percentage of that they could do with a bow. But I think when they get out here and it helps them to really recognize what the limits are, which then actually are ethical of an archer or a hunter.
Right.
We say.
Absolutely.
So it looks like it's a number of your youth team.
Yeah, we have Garrett Linton there in the middle, and we got Grant Hammonds. Grant Hammonds this year, Vegas actually.
All right, we're gonna go here.
Go down and see who shot this velociraptor.
Looks like
All right,
Carmela.
bunch of 10s. All right, so who do we have with us? So turn around, and look that way towards the flag a little bit, and then who's with us?
I'm Cody.
Garrett. Grant. Gavin.
Are you shooting? No, just kind of watch how everybody shot the velociraptor. And you guys all shoot out of the out of Endless Archery.
Yes.
And Cody.
On the Chiefs.
All right. How about you?
Archery Central.
Okay, cool. And it looks like you hit a money dot somewhere along today.
Yeah, I hit the wildebeest.
All right, take your hat off and hold it up so they can see that money dot. So, see, so when you see these orange dots all over the place, all over hats, on quivers, that means they've hit a money dot somewhere on today, and then they're going to get it being a shoot off for the prize for that target this afternoon. All right, good shooting.
Carmela. So there is your grandson Cody shooting it up. That was fun to see. And I mean those, 3 youth, 4 youth, all shooting from different shops, different clubs in the area, different.
Coming together, having a good time, competing.
Yep. Oh man, look. What do we got here?
Oh, this one. Kind of my nemesis. This is the one I'm not a. This is the one that usually gets me.
It's a close enough. We see a decent number of holes in that, and a rather small 11 ring.
Yeah, it's not a super big 11 ring, and it's kind of in an awkward spot too. I mean, being a hunter, typically you're looking at kind of those kill zones a little farther forward in the. But this one's not always a little farther back than you typically like to aim when you're hunting, so it can kind of throw you for a loop if you're a big hunter.
Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of times you'll see it a little bit closer to that front shoulder, right? All right. Maybe a little, just the lighting inside a metal building sometimes, isn't it?
Yep. Yep.
So it doesn't matter if you're hardwired in, it doesn't matter. Everything that you can do, technology will do what it wants to do.
Correct,
So
yeah.
we'll just keep our sense of humor. See what's coming up. It looks like we got a shot in maybe 3 o'clock.
Looks like it's still a good solid 10. Yeah, just out of the 11, not too high left in the 8 ring.
What distance is, do you know, Carl?
This one, I want to say this one, I think I'm at 28, 30.
Yeah, that's decent distance considering the size of. All right, let's see if that was. Nope. So this might. We'll see once the shot happens. So in the black shirt there, behind the green. Nope, not that target. Not unless he forgot to set his sights, because he is a way better shooter than that. I don't think he would miss the animal completely.
No,
unless,
Mike's
of course.
Mike's a great shooter.
All right. So looks like there's just two this time. You can see the bedded down deer in the top right corner, though. Looks like
I got a few shots. Those are all 10s up in that bedded elk, yeah.
oh, look at me. It's a bedded elk. I couldn't see the horns. I'm just looking at the. Oh, classic.
Clear on the right. Clear on the
All right,
left.
so they're gonna go down. And,
All right. We're going to go down range and see who shot this wallowing boar. The scores on that?
Oh, yes.
All right, turn around and look towards the flag there because we've got a camera set up. But tell me who you guys are and where you're from.
Oh, we're Dan and Deanna Pittman from Boise.
From Boise. All right,
Yeah.
awesome. And where's your local shopper club?
In Boise. We're,
Okay.
yeah.
Dead on?
Dead on, yeah.
Okay, awesome. DJ.
But we come here too to
Yeah.
shoot.
Well, and it's too good. I mean, there's too many good ranges around the area, and this is an awesome range too. So we appreciate you guys being here, and good luck.
Alright, so husband and wife
Yep.
coming out to shoot and enjoy Saturday shooting together. You're rarely gonna find my husband Joe and I out shooting a competition together. We'll be there at the same competition. We will not be shooting on the same target most likely. So that's just one of the things we've determined we don't do well together. My heavy size, his moans. We're just both too worried about how the other one's doing to enjoy the shoot. So we're better off just being at opposite sides of the range when we go to shoot together.
Yep.
But it's great. I mean, we've seen a number of couples that don't take themselves too seriously and get to shoot together and enjoy the time together. So
We have a lot. Yeah, it's funny. You get a lot of families that come out just. And then you'll have couples that come out that typically go different directions on targets, so they can actually, I guess, try to get a little more competitive or focus more. So.
Yeah. Oh, look. That's an ugly target.
It is.
What is that?
That is an aardvark.
Okay.
So,
I was gonna say.
one of our African animals from Wild Creek.
Okay. I was gonna say anteater, but they
Very
have
similar, pretty similar.
more of a pointy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that was one that my daughter, when we went to Reading last year, she absolutely had to have the aardvark for the shop. So
That's great. That is great. Let's see. We have not seen an arrow go in there yet. There we go. Excellent shot.
Great shot.
Nice red knock. That side that might be glowing, but inside a little harder to see.
Yeah, it doesn't get too bright in here. It's amazing to see the different sizes that people are using depending on what they're shooting to. We got everything in here from the micro diameter arrows on up to the 25s, and I think we even saw someone out here today shooting 27s.
27s. Wow. They're pretty well, those 6.4 meters, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So that actually looks like that might be the youth boys, young men.
Oh, shooting again. So
Shooting again, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We should have 2 more arrows coming in there. Yeah, so if you're shooting a 27 diameter arrow, that's oh, so he snuck one in there. That's, I think, honestly, like 3 of my outdoor arrows fit inside of a 27
Yes.
diameter
You're shooting a
arrow.
27, you're throwing Lincoln logs down
Yeah.
range.
Yeah, so it's if you hit the spot, it's taken up a decent amount here.
Yes.
So here we've got the Phoenix Shooters fundraiser. So we've got them. We did that earlier. They are selling yummy goodies and free team. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let's go back and see if a 4th arrow is snuck in there. Doesn't look like yet. So, Carl, running an archery shop, it's not something that, not a one-man show, is it?
It's not. No, it's definitely not a one-man show. So, nope, it definitely takes a team to be able to run, be able to put something like this on. So we have, there's 5 of us in the shop, myself and my store manager, Randy Sewell, who's been in the industry for 40 plus years.
Oh, great.
Been around a long time shooting. And then I've got some other help that come in as well. My wife, my mother, and got some good friends that come in and help when needed. So it's been great. We have 30 pro staff, and our pro staff definitely jump in and help take care of a lot of stuff for us. And we rely on our pro staff a lot to help get things ready and help with our tournaments and stuff.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's essential to have that community manpower. I say quote unquote volunteer manpower, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Oftentimes, archery shops are helping by discounted supplies or anything
Right.
like that.
Yep.
So they get quote unquote paid in some way, whether it be coaching shopping, whether it
Right.
be discounted supplies or whatever the case. But it has been the same way for Joe and I with our shops as well. That, I mean, we couldn't do it without our staff shooters.
Yeah, when I first started, it was primarily just me trying to take care of everything, and as we grew, you start to stretch yourself pretty thin until you get additional people in helping you, and
Absolutely.
so it's definitely vital to be able to take and start delegating stuff to make things run smoothly.
So, I mean, I noticed the hours on your door when we came in. You have very long hours, Carl.
We do, we do.
So,
Yep.
what are you open here?
So we're open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So we have long hours throughout the week. People able to come in later in the evenings after work, and we've got those that come in early in the morning. Try to cover a wide range so that people can come in and shoot, and it's been a lot of fun. Even with the long hours, it's been fun.
Well, that's fantastic.
All right.
Turn it
So we're going to go down and check out who shot this aardvark and see how they did. And like I think they were mentioning earlier, that's not a big, that's about 26 yardage on that.
19, I think I got.
So 19, all right.
Something like that, yeah.
So everybody shot it pretty good.
Everyone got an 11 on that one. Yeah, no
Nice.
complaints.
Yeah.
Loving it.
All right, so tell me who we're with and where you're from.
This is Nick. I'm in Nampa. It's my home.
I'm from Caldwell, home range.
Awesome.
Brent Hammonds, same thing.
Same thing.
Same
All right.
thing.
All right. That's cool. Well, good luck. Targets, what one is it? The bedded elk?
I think so, yeah.
All right. We'll get a few of that in a little bit, but good luck shooting. Don't look like it's got a massive amount of miss area to the right there.
Trees in the way. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
All right, good luck.
All right, well, that's so a lot of 3 of your local shooters
Yep.
that come in here probably on a regular basis.
Yeah, we see most of those guys. We see them. Gosh, I'd probably say at least 4 times a week. They come in the shop and shoot.
Yeah, that's
So-
awesome. That is awesome. And you have yearly passes, is that right?
We do.
To use your range?
Yeah, we do daily rates, monthly rates, and annual memberships.
That's great.
Yep, absolutely.
Accommodate every archer. are headed down to score target number 13 and all the here. We'll give them time to do that as we select difficulties, if you will. All right, thanks for your patience. Just viewing some of the local shooters here. Like we've got a line, and then, yep, we will go back and score. So I am Megan, and I am from Archery Northwest, and we are here we are at Endless Archery for their 3D, and did want to interview a couple of our so every once in a while we're gonna take some time to bring somebody over and get to chat with them and see how they're shoot. But as Carl mentioned earlier, this takes a lot of people to make a shoot like this happen. From the volunteers that are doing the Phoenix Shooters fundraiser, to those that cooked up the hamburger, to the youth that came and I think ATVs in here, and they raked the gravel dirt here to make it ready for the shoot. So appreciate all those volunteers that helped to make this shoot what it is, and it just anything like this, everyone knows it cannot be done without great people who are willing to step in and volunteer. So we appreciate all of those, and thank you to all those who set it up, and a big thank you to all those who help tear it down. So we are repositioning, like always, some new camera angles, and we will go from there. It looks like the next one may be a bedded elk that will have the camera on. So we are, they are scoring. I think we're about through the second half at this point, and we will keep bringing you this 3D open buckle shoot from Endless Archery. And just want to remind people to Endless Archery's website and check them out. See if you're in the We are Archery Northwest. Again, we are trying to represent and focus on all of the amazing shooters, the amazing archery pro shops, and the awesome archery clubs in the Pacific Northwest. To represent and to remember how important these archery clubs are, and these archery pro shops are to keeping archery up and alive in the current world. So remember to go and visit your local archery shop and support them any way that you can to keep archery alive in your area. So looks like we've got the bedded elk is our next, and we will see some arrows as they go flying in here. And I just unplugged here. All right, let's see. I've got to talk really loud, Brant, because there's a lot of so why don't you put that in your hand? So Brant, how long you been shooting?
Like a year or so, I don't know.
Okay. And do you shoot a compound bow?
Yeah.
Awesome. How'd you get into archery?
My mom was just thought like archery, and we took our first lesson, and I really liked it, and I just kept going.
Awesome. Did your you and siblings who took the lesson, or?
It was me and my sister that took the first lesson.
Awesome. And so you stuck with it. Does your sister still shoot?
I stuck with it, but my sister doesn't shoot anymore.
Okay. So is this your first 3D tournament that you've shot?
No, this is my second.
And how do you like it?
Really like it's fun, but I think I like paper targets more.
I was going to ask you, do you like the paper or the 3D? Why do you think you like the paper targets better?
Just because they're more fun and they give you more points.
Okay, I've never heard that before, that paper targets are more fun. I think you are probably the only person that's ever said that. Most people practice paper so that they can shoot 3Ds. But maybe that'll change over the years, but that's a great perspective. So you shoot paper pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay, but I wouldn't say it's great.
Not great?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you shot some 8s?
Yeah.
Any 10s?
Yeah, I've got some 10s.
How about 11s?
About 3, I think.
Have you hit any money dots?
Yes, I've hit 1.
And where do you have your money dot?
Me and Tyson hit 1, and Tyson got it, so.
Gotcha. At the same time. Dang. You should have maybe ripped it in half and put half on your quiver and half on his. Who knows? All right. Well, Brant, thanks for talking to us. I hope and that it continues to grow, and we'll see you at more shoots, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, that is super fun. Guys, that's because I like that, but that's what it's all about. So those youngsters getting out and getting to enjoy shooting this, and like I said, that is usually not what you hear. You rarely hear kids say that they like the paper over the 3D target. So that was fun to hear. But I guess part of it is what you're more comfortable shooting, and he's probably shot a lot more paper than he has 3D. So it looks like some pretty good, decent shots there on the bedded elk. And I think that we'll have Joe walk down with them as they score. Not sure. It's still that group that's still shooting. Let's see, 23. Might be Mike there shooting. Let's see. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's already 5 arrows in that target.
Clear on the left.
So.
Clear on the right.
All right. So we'll get Joe interviewing some of the shooters that shot that bedded elk here.
All right. We're going to go down, see how and who shot the best. Looked like they had a pretty good sized group there. I thought I saw arrows in. Serious if close. So it's Pat Finney seeing who scored what. Oh, they broke out the iPhone light.
Yeah.
It's getting real.
Hey, we have Aaron. Aaron. Nice shot, Aaron. Brandon. Pat. Jim? What's that?
What's Jim?
Ken.
And John. There you have it.
Towards the flag a bit, and then tell me who you guys are and where you're all from.
I'm from Nevada, Jim Algerio.
All right, awesome. Just coming up for the weekend
Yeah,
for
I've
the
been
shoot?
coming up here since November, shooting all their tournaments up here.
Awesome.
Shoot.
And then how about you, sir?
I'm John Hamill,
Where are you
and
out
I'm
of?
from Boise.
Okay, cool. And then
Brandon Rogers from Eagle.
Eagle.
Homedale.
Homedale. All right. And then we got the legendary,
Pat Finney.
infamous Pat Finney.
Pat Finney from Grangeville, Idaho.
Yeah. And so you got a shop up there.
Yes.
Archery.
Prairie Archery.
So we'll come up and somewhere along the line, show the show.
We got big shoots coming up. We have the we have a safari tournament, a field shoot, and a 3D.
All right. So we'll be coming up there somewhere along the line in the spring or summer. Put it on the YouTube channel too. So good luck the rest of the day, guys. What do you got, about 8, 9 more? Oh, only 4 more. Okay, so.
We gotta go back there.
Oh, we gotta go back to number.
All right, so that's great seeing some of our seniors out there shooting and getting another perspective. So we went from, peewee. Well, I don't think he was a peewee. Our chick Grant all the way up to our seniors there shooting. So very good. Our new target is target number 8, and so it looks like sheep, horn. Get the those who are shooting that target, and then looks like it's there.
Yeah, I think it's in between them. So.
Oh, we not
Yeah,
have anyone.
I think that's a blank
this,
target this
yeah,
time, so
target
we're set
8.
up next time anyway.
Perfect.
So yeah, there's no one shooting this target. There's a gap in. We'll set up on that doll sheep for the next group that comes through. So that was pretty neat that you got to talk to Brant, that little young man.
Oh man, he was awesome. Yeah, I would love to actually could interview them because that's what.
So it looks like I see John over there. It looks like so as he makes his way over, I'll grab him and see if we. He shoots over at Nampa Bow Chiefs all the time. So we'll get him over here and see what he's got to say.
Okay, that sounds great. So we've got some shooters there. Alicia, again, showing that form. There I was. And then I punched it, or whatever the case may be. So, all right, we are getting my friend here. And
Where do I look on this thing? Where's the camera?
Yeah, the camera's
there
right
it is.
over there. Yeah. So here we're just showing your group over here. So you guys were shooting at what target? There's your lovely wife,
We
Alicia.
were shooting at the Wolverine, and I can't remember the number. It might be. I was
9
up first.
or 10.
I think. Yeah, that. I can't remember the number.
Awesome.
I think it's 9.
Gotcha. You have a fun shooting group, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long you and Alicia have been shooting, and what got you into this crazy sport?
We have been in. This is our 2nd year, and we decided to do. I'm retired, and we've always kind of wanted to do it, but we said let's wait till we retire, and that can be like a new thing that we do together and travel and stuff. So we went crazy. We're on 6 bows now, and 18 releases and 27 different quivers, and so it's been really good for the archery shops in the valley.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you guys make your way kind of and check them all out.
We do.
Yes, that's great. You support them all.
We support all the archery shops, and we also are big proponents for BC Black Rifle and Meridian too. That's
Awesome.
for our firearm shooting stuff. So that's what we do.
How many shoots do you have on the schedule for
Oh,
this year?
geez, every weekend. I think there's something every weekend this summer. I mean, we literally get like Vegas.
Yep.
Rolled right into indoor 3D league, which is Friday nights. Still shooting NFAA 5-spot leagues on Monday nights.
Right. So it's this back and forth, right?
Yeah, I think I think I went to
Indoor,
work
outdoor.
less than when I started shooting archery. So it's been pretty cool, though.
Right. At least you get to do your hobby.
Oh, correct. Yeah, it's really fun. So
That's
we enjoy it.
fantastic. Well, about 4 targets or
9, I think about 5.
okay.
I think about 5.
Thanks
All
for
right, thanks,
chatting
Megan.
with
Take
me.
care.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Enjoy the rest
All
of
right.
your shoot.
Take care. Enjoy.
All right, so John and Alicia getting out, doing love. It's pretty awesome. So, yeah, people say, archery is an inexpensive sport. To a degree it is. You can get in and shoot one bow. You can shoot, the same arrows for indoors as you can outdoors. Good enough, you're not going to break your arrows or lose your arrows. So, some arrows could last you a couple of seasons. But just like you heard there from John, archery can be an expensive hobby as well. They said that they're up to 6 bows, and they've been doing this 2 years and 18 releases, and so
well, it
just depends.
And it's like any other high-end sport or any other sport for that matter. I mean, you can spend as much as you want, whether you do side-by-sides, 4-wheeler, you can go before you find the at $400 a piece. So
Right.
you could spend what you want, and obviously from our perspective, there's a lot worse things you can spend your money on. If it gets you out of something, it benefited us, over the years for sure. Next up, just so you know, after we watch this and go talk to, and she's the Endless Archery staff, or shooting staff coordinator. So she's going to step over and going to talk to us about Endless Archery's program and kind of let us know more and where to look and how they go through the training people that have never shot to advanced archers as well.
Fantastic. So, are back here after scoring, and we should have someone then live on target 8, which is right in front of the gentleman in the black, and he's shooting and I called it a doll horn sheep.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a doll sheep. Yeah. But it's got horns, so it is a doll horn sheep.
Oh, I'm telling you, if nothing else, people should get good laughs off of my inability to name these animals. Hard do not hunt, so trying to shoot these animals in real life.
Yeah, Megan's got this rule. So sheep have eyelashes, so
Yeah.
she's off the book for that. But you have shot a carp because they don't
Yes.
have eyelashes and they're
And
ugly.
they are disgusting. So we're got a gentleman stepping up, and he's going to be shooting. Well, he's not, because we still got. You see the safe officer with the red coming
Yeah, they're always the last one downrange, so when they clear that shooting line, they'll flip that paddle to green. There's one on each side, and when Dana sees 2 green paddles, he knows everybody's back up range and it's safe to start shooting on such a large range, and he calls the line and tells everybody to get up there and start flinging them. So getting a close-up of that doll sheep. It doesn't have a lot of shadows or indistinct marks on there, so it's a hard dot to shoot
I
at.
was
When you
gonna
shoot
say,
at
it
these
looks
wide
like-
animals, inside or outside, they're just hard to aim at. So you have to kind of follow the front leg line, and it typically bisects the 11 ring from the back side of that leg. And so hopefully we'll get a see what's going on. We got getting ready right now.
And what I noticed, it did not look like there were a lot of holes in that 10-11 ring.
No, there's
But
not.
let's see this gentleman where he ends up. Okay, so
It looks like just caught
Just
a
out
10.
of-
Yeah, I can't tell if that's a 10 or just below the 10 line. Clock, so it's even from here zoomed in with the camera, it's a little hard to tell.
it is. All
So
right.
there's target partner getting ready to shoot.
That full drop.
Fire.
Goes like-
Flashing or flickering lit knock, so it's pretty cool to watch fly down range too. And people know their limits on this too, so if that's a hard animal to shoot at, the nice thing about these 3D archery tournaments, they'll teach you your limits in the field. So if you are a hunter, you can draw back and tell that that's a shot that you may not want to take because of angles or shadows or just a distance that you're capable of being accurate at. So it's pretty neat to see. So
Excellent.
I think we'll get Heather in here now and then talk to her.
Excellent. So we've got Heather. Oh,
Hello.
hello, Heather.
How's it going?
It is great.
Good.
Doing.
I'm doing good.
So looking at so
Thanks. Thanks for the clue.
so Heather got animal.
On number 1 on the one in this corner. I don't remember what it was.
And it's the angled.
No, it's
you actually
on that
shoot.
corner. Yeah, it was
Okay.
straight in. I don't even remember what it was. Was it? I don't know. I
I
block
know,
it
you
out
shoot a
after
lot.
it's done.
So that you run the pro staff here at Endless Archery, is that
I'm
right?
the pro staff coordinator. Yeah.
Excellent. So tell me, what does that entail? What do you guys got going on?
It's not too tough, actually. It's just making sure that we get the word out for everybody when there's an event, or trying to coordinate, helping get the range set up or cleaned up. And there's not a lot that goes into it, trying to make sure that everybody's on the same page, pretty much.
Well, that can be. I think Carl said you guys have about 30 staff shooters.
Yeah, it's a team.
That's a big team, and trying to wrangle people up and make sure everyone knows what's going on. So a communication major maybe.
Yeah.
If
I'm
nothing
not,
else,
but I
right?
should have been. Yeah.
If nothing else. So how long have
Competitively for, I don't know, maybe 8 years or so, 8 or 9 years.
And you're from the Boise, Nampa area?
I am now. I'm originally from northeastern Nevada.
Okay.
So I've been up here almost 10 years, and
excellent.
Yeah, from Boise, in Boise now.
Excellent. And what's your on here, a little youngster.
Oh, yeah.
I asked him how he enjoyed the 3D scene, and he said he preferred paper.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your take? Are you a paper or a 3D animal target?
I just got into shooting paper a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I feel like it's helped my game quite a bit. Like it's really made me, I guess it's made me clue in on a few of my, I don't know, technical errors that I've got going on. And so that's helped a lot actually. But right now I just feel like I'm still in paper mode. I'm having a hard time getting my brain back into the changing yardages and making sure that I've got, everything dialed in. But
And you shoot in the class, is
Open,
that
yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So she's going to be having the. So every time a new target, she's seen that, so that she doesn't shoot the same distance as you did on the previous one.
Correct.
So sometimes that can be where errors come in a game like this, right?
I had it happen earlier today.
Dang.
I
Well,
know.
I appreciate you taking time. I know it's time to go score, so go see how you did and enjoy the.
All right. Guys.
All right. So that was fun. Heather, mentioning that, she's still kind of in the paper game right now. Still having to try to remember. Had a little hiccup earlier today, which if you've never done that, it's not a matter of if you'll do it, it's a matter of when you'll do it.
Yeah, we've watched, obviously any pro could tell you, but at every level, people misset their sights on anything that has variable distances that you shoot when you have a mover sight. So the advantage in the target that you're shooting, but the disadvantage is you have to remember that from target to target, you get distracted by doing something else or reading the distance, but forgetting to set the sights.
And goofing off. Usually, Joe?
No, I don't remember ever dancing before I misset my sights, but talking for sure. So next up, we've got some
I like these.
poisonous tree frogs. So those are only out at, they're only out at probably 7 or 10.
Gotcha.
So it's 11 ring dot is about the size of a dime, and the 10 ring is an inch and a quarter, inch and a half, in diameter. So it's not a super easy dot to hit, but I think the guys that are moving up to that target have been shooting well all day, so well may be doing good on this target too.
Excellent. Target. We got these shooters here.
Yep, this is the 2 outlaw division, and then the bow hunter.
In the adult division, 11 for the Cubs and Pee-wees.
Yeah, so they would both shoot that from the same stake. Target 21 is target 11 on that. So it's like he's got
just outside the 11 ring at 10 o'clock.
Oh, he's picking his favorite arrow there. Arrows get put in timeout a lot. If you don't know anything about archery, what happens is if when you have a 1 arrow shoot, that arrow may be shooting great for you at the beginning of the day, but something you'll put it in timeout, kind of like go to the back of the quiver, and kind of you're trying to teach it a lesson. Either do its job, go right to the middle, or you don't get it.
Get to full draw on poisonous frog. Oh, he drilled
so it
that
looks
11.
like that smoked it, right in the middle.
Yep.
So they call that a pinwheel, smoking it, DC, ODC if you're from Tennessee.
Yeah, almost.
From Tennessee, it's almost.
Outstanding. All right, so their last shooter on their target 21, is coming up to the line.
And he's going to have to gap shoot. He's got a 20-yard pin and a yards. So hold his 20-yard pin on there and hit that dot. He's going to have to hold a little low or a little high, depending on the apex of his arrow. And he's already figured that out by shooting similar to this in the past.
Oh.
And he smoked it and snuck it in right beside. It looks like it's a quarter-inch lower. So it's good shooting again for that group. So if you want to see a specific here at the tournament, we'll hunt and act like we need help from them, but interview them for you too.
Joe, I hear there's an excellent lemon cupcake over there.
I see somebody working with one right there. I think I know what my job is now. So if I'm understanding you correctly, you want me to go find out where those lemon cupcakes come from?
I'm pretty sure they're coming from the Phoenix Shooters fundraising table.
I'll be right back.
But so anyhow. All right, so again, great shooting on the poisonous tree frogs. Shooter had to shoot at left. And the last shooter, his arrow in, it looks like that 11 score ring. And so 2 11s and a 10 on that target. So inside scoop. So something that you can, some of these guys are shooting 70 pounds and going into a target, less than 10 yards out. That's a significant amount of kinetic energy. These targets like to hold on to those arrows a little bit. So oftentimes you'll see people will have like an arrow puller, which might be a foam or a rubber gripper that they can stick around. Here, okay, they're checking the flex of the arrow, making sure, because those arrows were so close together that neither of them hit the wall. This guy's looking at the back of his nock to make sure it's not broken. All really important things to do after shooting into a target with multiple people shooting. On the left, you can see a guy, looks like he's putting arrow lube on his arrow, and that will make it easier to pull out 3D animals. So I was going to say, so they either will have an arrow lube to put on, like that gentleman just did, or they'll have an arrow rubber that they can grab the arrow shaft and get more leverage to pull the arrow out of the target. All right. got. But again, one of the things that I was mentioning as they were walking back was, check box, ensuring that the arrow was not damaged when you shoot and hit somebody else's arrow. There's a lot that can go wrong if an arrow is damaged on the next shot. So if you shoot a damaged arrow, could be the knock, could be there's a crack near the tip of the arrow. It could be that somebody kind of sideswiped the arrow and the carbon is kind of thin on the wall in certain areas. What that can do is it would weaken the arrow, and when it weakens, then you use that same kinetic energy that was previously used to shoot the arrow. If it's damaged, you're going to find that the arrow if the knock is broken, sometimes it'll snap at the back, and we fortunately have known many people that it snapped at the back and then shot through their hands.
Yep, on a damaged arrow, the worst thing, the only way that I've always thought about it is what amount of money would you to remove? And if it's the arrow damage it or think it could be damaged, don't shoot that arrow until you thoroughly inspect it. A broken, cracked carbon, even if the arrow's $20, which is an expensive arrow, you got a $20 arrow and you think that it's worth shooting again, and then you fixes $100. But the worst scenario is you shoot through your hand or hit your arm, and then you're wearing carbon forever. And that's not to scare anyone. It's just inspect the equipment,
Well, and that's the whole reason I started talking about it is that group that shot the poisonous tree frog. They were inspecting their arrows as they came, to ensure that we're still structurally good, and so.
When it happened to an archer, they had somebody had hit the back of an arrow and it cracked a knock. They didn't done and or didn't think about it, and they went to the next target and shot, and the knock broke and it derailed their arrow. Now, luckily, they had the parts to fix the bow on site, which is rare, but she was back in the game and got shooting again. So
excellent.
Now we're looking at a standing bear. First arrow's downrange on it. It looks like maybe two arrows are downrange on it. One may have caught at 11 in the tip. Big circle that you see. 10 rings about, I want to say, second arrow maybe just out of the insert is what we'd call it. Getting ready to shoot. He's got a prime. Can't tell which one it looks like. It's an inline. Looks like an inline 5 that he's getting ready to pull back there. Set up freestyle.
And is he shooting at target 28?
He just told me. He said, "Oh, great, you can't film me shooting." And I was like, "Well, don't screw it up." So we'll see.
We'll see what happens. So he's at full draw, just shot.
And I can't tell. There's a shadow off at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it looks like it's a little tighter in. So that looks like it's a pretty solid shot too.
Yeah, it could just be out of the 11, but definitely in.
It's like 30 plus. And the thing about this is you see the shadows. The lights and the shadows can cast different from one shooting spot to the other when you shoot an indoor 3D shoot. So most people find a great way to practice. They are much more difficult to aim at. It doesn't have as many shadows as direct, UV light and sunlight can project. So especially when you get to darker animals, they are just hard to pin down where to aim at them. So a lot of people use this to kind of like fine tune their setup, and then see how much it changes when they. I'll tell you, we snuck over and we got some lemon bars and a lemon cupcake. They had German chocolate cupcakes and all kinds of stuff. I went straight for the lemon stuff. These were built, so they're not selling these. These were built for the youth team, so that's a fundraiser, basically like a booster, you know. So it's a donation if you want to give one. So you can a cupcake and they'll give you one. But of course, we want to support the teams that we have here, so we donated the appropriate amount, maybe more, to the youth team because we want to see them do well. So I caught Megan with her mouth full, and it's the bottom of a cupcake. Lemon is my favorite.
Animal in the back.
That thing is back all the way at the back. That's probably the hardest shot. There's a bedded down lion, and then I see a mosquito.
That shot has got to be...
That's got to be a 50-plus yard shot. There's a lion next to it. I know we're going to get in a few minutes. That's kind of hidden by the standing.
Is that its back wall?
Yeah, so, and that definitely a...
Yeah. Let's go see. As my good friend Vince Herschel would say, let's go see.
All right. We're walking up on the standing bear. So they got that all scored up now. So just to give you guys an idea, we'll talk. Who are we with, and where are you guys from?
Ashton Bowler, Kuna.
Ryan Bowler, Kuna, Napa Boat.
Gunnar Reedy from New Plymouth.
All right. So how did you guys shoot this? Because I want to show, step back just a little bit. We got a camera on it. So the 10 ring is about the palm of my hand. So it's only about a 5-inch 10 ring. The 11 ring's about an inch. What you see in the camera is the whole insert. So the insert is worth 8 if you're outside of the 10 ring. But that's so that...
Up here, and I was overheat.
All right. Well, that's all right. I mean...
2 10s to 5.
Well, and this is the cool thing about it. It's a hard target to shoot at, especially the shadows. They're projecting all kinds of strange.
It's very much around here,
No,
so
we have a few in our shops that we started getting to. We get a couple more in Reading every time they shoot Africa. So, good luck the rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
And then you will put cards in at the front desk where you got them this morning.
So as soon as it renders, a couple hours after we got good Wi-Fi.
This is the final that they will be shooting in their qualification round for and their scores will be combined. Again, a reminder for any of you who are local that didn't get a chance to come out and shoot the 3D shoot today or can't make it tomorrow, that they are doing a smoker round at 5 o'clock. It's a $10 entry fee, and you just need one arrow. Because once that arrow's gone or broken, you're out.
Right? And so sometimes it's of attrition and score. So if you can make it to the end, you're going to score better because that meant you hit foam the whole time. If you're ricocheting off of trees or branches or the backs of the animal, get clear shots all the time, then this is the last target. I don't think I picked a target that has shooters at it. So what we'll do is we'll pick up tomorrow because there's still the same game tomorrow too. So we'll definitely start just after 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we'll end up wrapping up here.
Yep.
Maybe grab one more time so you can give us a rundown of the format. Go and it's best to project and then go from there. So
good. So we are here with Cody.
Hi.
Cody.
Yes.
I don't know if you mentioned this, but do you know this lady, Carmela?
Yes, she's my grandma. Yes.
She wanted to make a chance to watch you shoot and
Awesome.
And interview you. So
8, so that's 11.
Where's your money dot? There it is. There it is. Representing. That's awesome. So still, so we won't keep you long, but Cody, tell us how long you've been shooting and if you like paper or 3D.
Okay, I've been shooting for about 2.5 years. 50-50.
50-50. We're a little bit split today.
Yeah.
You got somebody on the paper, somebody on the 3D, and well, Cody.
Yes, I will be.
Okay.
I'm in championship.
Fantastic. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay. Shoot him. All right. And next up, we're going to bring Carl back in so we can get a little rundown of what it's going to look like.
So tomorrow, nice thing about what we're going to be doing the same format. So, whoops. Today we'll be going through getting all the scores and everything added up, and then we'll be doing our money dot shoot offs, and then tomorrow and go through another 30 targets.
Excellent. So today's money dot shoot offs will happen?
Correct. So we have money dots today, and we have money dot Sunday as well. So 4 for the and 3 for the kids today.
Excellent. Okay. So we may go. Is that going to immediately follow?
We're gonna as soon as we get the scorecards all handed in, we're gonna turn around and we're gonna go straight into our shoot offs for our money dots.
Okay, that sounds great. So we may stay on live to do some of that. Just live down there. But
no
what
worries.
targets will you be shooting for?
So we have the beast and the lion on the back wall. Be doing our shoot offs for. So everybody, we've got our range masters that have a list of all the names, and we'll do each one of those targets separately as a shoot off. And so we have two of the targets right now that are $150 cash prize.
Awesome.
And then we have 2 targets that are full sets of strings donated.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing
Okay.
that, and
Sounds great.
hopefully, we'll get to enjoy it. I don't know what the light.
No.
Then we'll be back here at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Well, we'll be here for the smoker round at 5 o'clock.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks, Megan.
All right, so